Hello, and welcome to my channel. I am Kat, the Nurse Flipper. If this is your first time here, welcome. Today is Monday, and every Monday I always show what I sold on eBay to help you learn a little bit more about what is selling on eBay. I will let you know how much I paid. I will let you know how much I profited and how long it took to sell. We have $1,128 going out today. Over $1,000 on a weekend. We haven't had that in a while. I'm really happy about that. And we have, I think, 6 or 7 sales on other platforms. So let's take a look at what's sold. All right, so these are really teeny. These are just some little glass vintage salt and pepper shakers. They are not branded. I got these in a cart lot. When I get stuff in cart lot, I try and list whatever I can. This pair of little glass salt and pepper shakers sold for $8, plus the buyer paid $6 in shipping. I'm less than $1 in, so these are going to be about a $6 profit. I wouldn't pick something like this up if I were outsourcing, but when I get stuff in box lots, I try and make the most out of whatever I can. If you're unsure about box lots, my typical main way of sourcing is through online auctions. I love finding when they auction off a whole box of stuff. So that is what I mean when I say box lots. Up next is this Peace Love World crossover sweater. There's the tag. I have had this over a year and sold for $8.53 free shipping. We are breaking even. It might even lose a little bit on these. I shouldn't have had free shipping on it. And what happened is it originally was a little bit higher and I lowered the price without realizing that I had free shipping. So if you have free shipping on and put on a sale or discount the item, make sure you pay attention to whether you have free shipping or not. Next is this Mont Blanc pen. So I got this in a buyout. And I will tell you, if this did not have flaws, it would be worth $300. This is the only item that is going out that was an auction. Everything else was buy it now. This pen is a $350 pen. But when I was looking at it, hard to even see, it has a crack. There is a crack right here. And because of that crack, I put it up on auction at $75. Figured I'd be happy at $75. I am less than $5 in, and I got one bid. So I am okay with that. A few people sent me offers below my starting price. I declined it. When I turn offers on an auction, the only way I'm gonna end that auction early is if somebody sends me a price that makes me want to stop my auction. So I probably would not have stopped that for under $150. I wanted to let it run its course and see how it did, and that will end up being over a $65 profit. Next is this little paperweight, and I think I paid less than $5 for this. This has got the really pretty millefiori flowers. This is not a Murano. This is just an unbranded. This is one of the lower end paperweights that I've sold, and this one sold for $25 plus the buyer paid $10 in shipping. I will put this out in probably a 4x4 box because it's only about 2 inches, and I paid about $5, so that's going to be about an $18 profit. Keep your eye out for paperweights because I have made a ton of money on them. That one was not a higher dollar, but a lot of them are. Hello from Dalton. Up and next is this really pretty flower pen. The crazy thing about this is I think it was drop shipped. So this, I am less than $2 in a jewelry lot, and it sold for $18 plus the buyer paid shipping. This one was labeled Cerrito, and this is going to be about a $15 profit. And this one sold actually in under a month. Just to let you guys know, that one sold really fast. Up next is a Beanie Baby that I accidentally lowered the price too much. This sold for $4.22, free shipping. Another one that got caught up, got put on too much of a sale. I normally do them for $7.99 to $9.99 free ship. Another break even, or I'd even lose a little bit of money on that one. Up next is this quilt, and I got this from my mom's friend Linda. She wasn't really impressed with it, but I thought it was super cool. So here is some of the pattern, and I paid about $5 for this quilt, and it took a while. I did have a buyer who bought it and never paid about a month ago, and finally somebody bought it, somebody paid. I had a ton of watchers on it, and it sold for $125.99, plus the buyer paid $12.75 in shipping. That is over $100 profit. I absolutely love quilts. If you watch any of my like thrifting and sourcing videos, I see them all the time, but it's so hard to find them at a reasonable price where you can make a profit as a reseller. So keep your eye out, and if you come across some vintage quilts, even if they have some imperfections, they will still sell. Up next is this little vintage Donald Duck. So this was a peanut butter jar at one point, Nash peanut butter. I got this in a buyout. I had no idea what it was worth. I did use WorthPoint to look it up. So a lot of people ask how I price stuff. If I can't find it on eBay, and there were none of that listed on eBay, I go over to worthpoint.com, and they have 10 years of eBay history. I was able to find comps on that, and it actually sold for about $20 to $30. So I had it listed at 30. Somebody sent me an offer of 23, and I accepted. I'm less than $1 in, so that's over a $20 profit. I do have a link below if you guys are interested in checking WorthPoint out. I use WorthPoint multiple times a day. If you find a lot of one-off and vintage items that there aren't any listed on eBay, WorthPoint is great because it has 10 years of history. Is this knit stocking? So I tell you guys, I've been picking these up in my sourcing boxes. I picked these up for like 50 cents or $1, and this one sold for $12. So $10 profits add up, and they add up pretty fast. So this one is going to be right at a $10 profit. It took about 2 months to sell. Buyer paid $5 in shipping, and these are so easy. You just take a photograph of the front and the back, and then to ship them, you throw them in a poly bag, and you're done. Up next, this is a sterling silver cubic zirconia bracelet. Now, one of my viewers messaged me on eBay and said she thought this might be worth more money. I had it listed over a year, so I didn't price it up. And somebody sent me an offer of $18, and I went ahead and accepted. It's been listed a year and a half. I am probably less than $1 in a jewelry lot, so I am happy with a $15 profit on it. Not as much as I would like, but still a decent profit, and again, took a year and a half to sell. Up next, I got this for $1 into $53.54. So this is signed. Again, I used WorthPoint to comp this out. I picked this up at the flea market up in Pennsylvania. Really, really cool. This is called Canoptic Art, and took about 3 months to sell, but it's very, very close to a $50 profit, and I'm really happy with that. I got a couple lowball offers. I got a couple of $20, $25 offers on that. I declined. That artist is Julio Amaro, and I was able to find some comps on his work, and I knew it was worth more than 25. I held out and made a really good profit. Up next, and I'm already in the profit on these. I paid $50 for a bunch of silverware. So these are Landers, Frary, and Clark. They have the mother of pearl handles here. You can see, really pretty. This is sterling silver. The handles are stainless steel. I paid about $10 for these if you want to separate it out in the lot. They sold for $48.99, plus the buyer paid shipping. So these are about a $35 profit. I was into the profit on that silverware in less than a week. I love picking up sterling silverware. It sells very well, and it is typically worth quite a bit of money. Up next are some scrub pants. These are Koi. This is actually my favorite brand of scrubs to wear. These are extra small, so the smaller the size, typically the longer it takes to sell. These are a bright red. They took about 5 months to sell. I only paid $1 for these. They sold for $10.49, plus the buyer paid $5.95 in shipping, so these are about a $7 profit. Keep an eye out for scrubs. Koi is a good brand. Grey's Anatomy is another brand. And I also always watch for patterns. Like, Disney patterns or holiday patterns, because I feel like nurses and people who would wear scrubs, maybe like veterinary office, they want to kind of celebrate the holidays, so I always keep an eye out for that stuff. Next is a scarf. So this is a gold and black leaf kind of fall print. Now I did put confetti on this. I put fall confetti leaf scarf wrap, and I paid 50 cents for this. It sold for $7.82, plus the buyer paid $5.50 in shipping. It did take about 6 months to sell. Up next are some false graph plates. These things took over a year to sell. I bought them because the serving pieces were worth money. These have sat around. I sold 4 of them for $36.74, so it is over a $30 profit, but it took over a year. So just beware. The only time I really get plates, if they're not that popular, is again if somebody's selling a whole set of dishes and I really want the serving pieces because they're really valuable, then I will get the whole set and I will list the plates and let them sit until they sell. Buyer did pay $24 in shipping. These are really heavy plates, and it's a set of 4. Up next is this really cool vintage beaded purse. I paid either $6 or $8 for this at the antique mall. It sold for $55.99. $55.99, guys. Close to a $45 profit. This one even, look, it needs to be restitched, and I did show that really close up, and I made sure I put that in my description. So keep your eye out for these purses. Some of them are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Next is this Motley Crue lighter. I used to have some Motley Crue t-shirts. I bet they'd be worth money now. I used to listen to Motley Crue back when I was in high school. So I paid $1 for this at a garage sale in Kentucky. Sold for $9.50 in less than a week. Sold, I believe, 2 or 3 days after I listed it. It will be about an $8 profit. Keep an eye out for like rock band memorabilia. The t-shirts, some are worth thousands of dollars. So if you see some old rock band stuff, definitely check it out. That's actually not vintage. I believe it's from 2012. All right, up next is a viewer sale. She bought a ton of stuff from me. So she said she didn't really want her message shared, which I am okay with that, but Sarah, I do want to say I thank you so much. Sarah did some Christmas shopping in my store, which is absolutely amazing and so appreciated. It was on a really slow day, and I will tell you guys, we did $734 on Saturday, and then on Sunday we did like 40. That is the eBay roller coaster, and sometimes it sucks. So Sarah went Christmas shopping in my store, and I'm going to show you what she got. Now I will tell you the total of these 4 items I'm getting ready to show you was $33.05, and then she bought more. First, she got this little wood elephant keychain. I got this in a lot of keychains. And then she got this, I love these. This is a magnetic bracelet, so you can actually make them into like a necklace or a bracelet. They have hematite, so that is a pretty cool piece. And then she got this angel, which has the suction cup on the back there. And she got a scarf. So the total of these 4 was $33.05. This is a beautiful, big, thick scarf. And this one is Cynthia Rowley. There's the tag. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I am about probably $4 or $5 into that lot of stuff. So it'll be about a $25 profit on that set. And then let me show you what else she got. First, this is an amazing serving bowl. This is Padilla. So she got this one. Total of these is $87.85. And I will tell you guys, that one I believe I paid $3 for. And then she got these awesome Tanala salt and pepper shakers. And these I believe I paid $5 for. This is one of my favorite pieces I've honestly ever found. This is a Doug Wiley mug, and it's got a dolphin here. Do you see it? This is a really amazing mug. I actually paid $8 for this, so I'm not making too much on it, but it was just too cool to leave behind. I actually found 2. I found that one here in the States, or at the antique mall, and then the other one I found at a flea market. So I found 2 of those, so they are out there. Got these little brass owl guys. These guys I'm just a few dollars in. Last is this perfect planter. That is the name of it. It does have a sticker there. This is vintage from the 1990s. It has 1997 on the bottom. So this is a really cool, thick, heavy planter. And that one I paid a couple dollars for. So she's $87, $85 all in. After fees, I will probably make about a $60 profit. And Sarah, thanks so much for doing Christmas shopping at my store. To everyone who's watching this, if your friends are resellers or your family have businesses, support them. Do your Christmas shopping with your friends and support them versus giving money to a big retailer if you're able to. I was on the fence about listing this. This is a Kodak Snapshot dial, and it was in my vintage camera stuff, but sold for $6.99. So I could have either tossed it or make $7. So that is about a $6 profit after fees, and it sold in less than a month. Next are some FootJoy golf shoes. So these golf shoes I actually got for $1. These were cheap at my local thrift store, but these are not expensive FootJoys. Not all FootJoys are made equal. These sold for $13.99, plus the buyer paid $8.80 in shipping. So these are about a $10 profit after fees. Still good, sold in about 2 months. Next is a little owl brooch. So this tiny little owl brooch I got for less than $1 in a jewelry lot. It is not marked. I did put enamel green jeweled eyes. Sold for $10.49 in less than a month, and I'm making about a $9 profit. So say it over and over and watch for that animal jewelry. Next are some Halcyon Days trinket boxes. They got this one, which was from Easter 1984, as well as this cool one with the hen and chicks. I paid $10 each, so I'm $20 into these. The buyer paid $70 plus shipping, so these are going to be about a $45 profit. Keep your eye out for Halcyon Days. It does say on the inside of these eggs, or on the trinket box it says on the bottom, but if you saw these, you could open it up, look inside. I know it's hard to read there, but some Halcyon Days trinket boxes are worth hundreds of dollars. I have sold them as high as $150. Next is this pepper wall hanging. This does say made in Italy. I paid $2.99 for this at thrift store. It sold for $14, about a $9 profit. Sold in about 4 months. Next is this Pomona serving platter. So I got this in a box lot from an auction, paid less than $1, and this one sold for $15 plus the buyer paid shipping. Took about 6 months. So I've got a lot of stuff going out today that has been in my store for a long time. Sometimes it takes a while to sell. If you have the space though, getting those long tail and mixing them up with the faster selling items, I think is a good business mix. It's a good mix for me. I can't always find the stuff that sells really fast, so I'm okay with some stuff that takes a little longer. And then last on eBay, and then we're gonna look at the other platforms. This is a really cool gazelle or antelope carving. It is all out of one piece of wood. So really cool. I think $6.20 was the auction lot. I paid less than $1 for this guy, and he sold for $15 plus the buyer paid shipping, making him about a $12 profit. Let's look at what else sold on the other platforms. Again, if you are having slow eBay sales or not making enough on eBay, think about using List Perfectly. I have a code, the Nurse Flipper. It will save you 30% off. And without it, we wouldn't have these other sales. So I have a pro plan. I do have a video on how to use it. I use the highest one because it copies more stuff and makes my life a lot easier. And yeah, so we wouldn't have any of these sales without that. First up, over on Poshmark is this North Face. This is a hoodie. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. It sold for $22 plus the buyer pays shipping on Poshmark. So this is going to be about probably about $18. Poshmark is 20%. So you have to remember Poshmark fees are a little bit higher than some of the other platforms. And then this little barn also sold over on Poshmark. You're not putting hard goods on Poshmark, I would think about it. I paid less than $1 for this. I think I got for 50 cents a yard sale. Sold for $12 on Poshmark, making it about an $8 profit. And then I sold a Marsh DVD that I think it's buried. I sold it for $5 over on Facebook. And then this snowman tapestry. It says Welcome to Snowtown. Has some snowmen on it. And I paid $3 for this, $2.99 at local thrift store. Sold for $24 over on Facebook Marketplace. I absolutely love Facebook Marketplace because it's only 5% fees. Lowest out there. Absolutely love it. Again, using List Perfectly to cross post. Next, I got this Harley Davidson shirt for $1 at the local thrift store. Sold for $20 over on Facebook Marketplace, making it about a $17 profit. Sold in less than a month. Harley shirts typically will sell for like 15 to 20, and if you find some of the rare ones or really cool graphics, they can go upwards of 100, sometimes more. And then this really cool hand painted tray. I think I got this in a buyout, paid less than $1, and it sold for $27 over on Facebook. So that is everything. I want to say thanks again to Sarah for Christmas shopping in my store. And don't forget, guys, we are in Q4. If you need bubble wrap and you haven't checked out American Bubble Boy, definitely check them out. I get 4 rolls for like 40 bucks and they last for a long time. So if you're going to start having more sales and need to buy bulk bubble wrap, check out American Bubble Boy. I will put my link down in the comments for you guys to click on, and definitely check them out. They come in like 3 days and you get like 10 times what you would at Walmart for the same price. Now, I do want to say thank you to a few people for coffees. I am trying to keep up with that. And again, thank you all so much for your support and for watching. So, someone bought me a coffee and said thanks for all of your hard work. So, to someone, thank you so much. And then Tiffany De Palma bought me 5 coffees. Tiffany, I told you thanks in another premiere. I'm going to say thank you here as well. Love all you do, Kat. I've learned so much from you. Thank you for always getting back to me and answering my questions. You're the best. Tiffany, thanks so much. I appreciate you supporting me, being a channel member, and watching my videos all the time. You're always there, and I really do appreciate that. And then Jane Whiteman bought me 5 coffees. Jane, thanks so much. Thank you so much for everything you do. I watch all of your videos and try to catch the live shows, but I often have to watch afterward. Currently have 159 items listed. I just started 2 months ago and have sold 25 items so far. That's pretty decent for only having 159 listed, and 159 in 2 months is not too bad. So that's awesome, Jane. And she just sold her first item over on Facebook Marketplace. So congrats, Jane, and thanks again for the coffees. And then Lori bought me coffee and said, thanks, Nurse Flipper. We have learned a lot from you and enjoy your videos. Patty and Lori, Washington State. Patty and Lori, thank you both so much for the coffee. I really do appreciate it. And then Pam Q bought me a coffee and said, just started reselling. It saved my life with how and the not to do's. You're priceless. Wish I could send more, as you're a generous and a great teacher. Pam Q from Vermont. Pam, thank you so much. You guys don't have to send the coffees, but they are very, very appreciated. I put a lot of time into YouTube, probably a little too much, but I really do enjoy it, and I love teaching you guys, and I love getting feedback from you. And then Maxine Bellows bought me a coffee and said, Kat, I have learned so much from you, especially with glass items. I now find myself turning over everything in the thrift stores too. I'm enjoying your daily videos. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Maxine, thank you so much, and I'm glad I'm feeling better too. I'm definitely still not at 100%, unfortunately, but I am definitely feeling a lot better. Thank you so much for the coffee. And that is it. Again, I don't know what Dalton's doing back there. Do you want to come say bye to the people? Yeah. Dalton is going to come say hi. So again, to all of you who bought me coffees, thank you so much. To those of you who don't know, it's basically like an online tip where they don't take as much percentage as like super chats and memberships do on YouTube. Come on. Now here comes Dalton to tell you goodbye. Tell them, have a good day. Say, have a good day. Say bye, people.
Say bye.
Get some.